Hello everybody, my name's Anna Goatman and I'm the Director of Undergraduate Programmes here at Alliance Manchester Business School. I want to welcome you today, the new undergraduates joining us in this very unusual year of 2020. Some of you will be here on campus already, others of you will be studying online at first, but we do look forward to meeting you when circumstances allow. You're joining us as part of a community of around 700 students this year across a wide range of degree programmes. Just so you're aware of the range of degree programmes that we have, at undergraduate level, we've got a BSc in Accounting, a BSc in Business Accounting, a new programme for this year, a BSc in International Management and a BSc in International Management with American Business Studies. On both of those programmes, you'll be looking forward, I'm sure, to your year on exchange in a couple of years' time. We've got a BSc in Management with a range of management specialisms within that, a BSc in International Business, Finance and Economics, which we refer to as IBFI, a BSc in Information Technology Management for Business, we refer to as ITMB, and we have a number of international exchange students who are joining us this year, mainly online, but hopefully some in person later in the year as we go through. Just to give you a bit of background as to who we are as a school, we are the largest business school in the UK. We're a full service business school, which means that in addition to you as an undergraduate cohort, we also have postgraduate students and executives who study with us. You're part of a community of around 1,800 undergraduate students at Alliance Manchester Business School, and an additional 1,000 postgraduates and about 4,000 part-time blended learning students who study with us in centres in Sao Paulo, Dubai, Singapore, Hong Kong, Shanghai, as well as Manchester. And on top of that, we have around 60,000 alumni across 176 countries, and you will join this list as one of our students once you graduate. In terms of who I am, I'm the Director of Undergraduate Programmes, which means that I've got overall academic responsibility for running our suite of undergraduate programmes. That includes overseeing the academic content, the currency of our undergraduate degree programmes. We review our undergraduate degree programmes on a regular basis and the courses that you study to make sure that they remain relevant. I also take charge of the exam boards and look at university regulations with regard to the award of your degree. And I'm involved with student feedback, looking at student satisfaction, and I'm sure that I'll be in touch with many of you as you go through your degree programme to find out more about the experiences that you're having. I want to also to highlight to you some of the broad learning outcomes that you will hopefully achieve as part of your degree programme. Each programme has its own specific set of learning outcomes, but there is some overlap between them. And we hope that by the time you graduate from your university, you will understand your core discipline, understand subject-specific theories, ideas and practices that relate to that core discipline. Understand as well that your discipline is dynamic. We're here to teach you important information about the subjects you've chosen to study, but we're also here to prepare you for the unexpected. I think we perhaps appreciate that all the more in 2020, given what's happened over recent months. And we want you to understand current and future developments in your core discipline. At the point where you graduate, you will go out into the world of work, and we want to prepare you for your career in the long term, not just about training you for the here and now. So our degrees are aimed to help you learn to think about how you handle those challenges and changes as you go through the programme. We want you to be able to apply higher level cognitive skills, including analysis, synthesis and evaluation. So it's not just about us telling you things and you repeating that, it's about you learning how to analyse that, how to think critically, how to evaluate the situation you're in. And these are all skills which will be useful for you in your future lives and careers. We want you to be able to address arguments and ideas through multiple perspectives, not just that there's a right and wrong way to do things, but there are many different perspectives and views, and we want you to be able to evaluate those together, to think critically within your core discipline, but also to develop transferable skills, so skills that will help you regardless of which career you end up working in. In terms of expectations, you should expect us to be professional in everything that we do, support and help you academically and personally to complete your studies, to give you feedback and to keep you informed of what's going on. We also are very committed to listening and responding to your feedback. So even if you are a remote student who feels that they aren't able to see anybody face to face in person, we still want to hear from you about what your experience is like, and we would like you to make sure that you tell us about what you're liking, what you're not liking as you go through your degree programme, in order that we can make changes to make things better for you. We also have some expectations of you, so we expect you to commit to a professional way of working, to attend and participate, so where you've got face-to-face sessions, or if you're studying online, where you've got synchronous teaching, we expect you to attend that and to participate. We want you to make a positive commitment to developing as an independent learner. Moving on to university from school or college is a different experience, and the way that you learn needs to develop in line with that. So we want to make sure that you develop in that way to be able to think independently and to be self-motivated as you go through your studies. We also need you to keep us informed. If your situation changes in any way, if you're ill, if you need to miss classes for any reason, you need to let us know. And we need you to understand and follow good academic practice, and I'll mention a bit more about that later on. In terms of our feedback to you, you'll get feedback in a range of different ways. Formative feedback, which is feedback related to activities that you do that don't count towards your assessment, but might help you perform better. So feedback on summative work, so this is feedback on work that you've submitted for assessments, perhaps an essay or assignment that you've submitted. Feedback can be written, but it can also be verbal. Something really important to bear in mind is that good feedback isn't necessarily the feedback that tells you that you're good. We all like to get a pat on the back from time to time, and it can be highly motivating, but some of the best feedback that you'll get as a university student is the feedback that explains perhaps where you've gone wrong, where you haven't taken full account of everything that you should have done. And it's that feedback that will really help you grow and improve your performance as you go through the degree programme. We also want feedback from you. From time to time, we'll send you questionnaires, and at the end of every course unit, you'll have a questionnaire to fill in online. We arrange focus groups where we can get into discussions with you about the experiences that you're having on the degree programme. We have programme committees for each of the individual degree programmes. You'll have student reps on those committees. You can feed your thoughts and ideas to those student reps who will pass those on. We have an undergraduate committee where all programmes come together with various other people from around the school and university, where again you can give us feedback about your experiences. And we have student staff liaison committees throughout the year, which are chaired by a student representative, and which again give you an opportunity to tell us about what's going on. One thing earlier which I mentioned was academic practice, and it's very important that as an undergraduate student you commit to good academic practice. Academic malpractice includes plagiarism, collusion, fabrication or falsification of results, and you'll learn more about this as you go through your degree programme. But there is some important information that I need to highlight right at the start so that we know that we're all starting from the same place. First and foremost, you must make sure that your work is your own. You're here as part of a great community. We want you to talk to each other and we want you to share ideas. But when it comes to submitting work for assessment, you must make sure that that work is your own. Anything that's come from anybody else needs to be referenced properly. We expect you to address a wide range of sources in order to build your arguments and ideas, but you need to show where those ideas have come from. Don't be tempted to copy anybody else's work, buy essays from the internet or cheat an exam. The penalties are severe, even if it's a first offence, and it really isn't worth it. You have got here on merit. You're here because you're good enough to be here, and therefore you should be able to access the curriculum and perform well. Please don't cheat. More advice on academic practice will come from your academic advisor, who you will meet very shortly and who will remain with you throughout your degree programme. If at any point you're unsure about academic practice and academic malpractice, please do ask. We would much rather that you asked and found out the answer than that you got things wrong. That's all I have to say right now. I hope you have an incredibly enjoyable and productive 3 or 4 years. Please do make the most of everything university life has to offer. We are in a very strange year this time and we're doing things in a very different way. But that doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities for you to become involved. And we do very much look forward to the time when we can all be on campus together and making the most of everything that the university has to offer. Best of luck with your studies.